Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. This is Bengali song. Should I read the English or I try to read the Bengali?
Bengali.
Bengal. Antare Nitay, Bahire Nitay, Nitay, Jagata Mayam. Nitay is within and without. He is everywhere within this world.
Antare Nitay. In our heart, Nitay is in the form of Chaitya Guru. You always live inside us. And Bahare Nitay is also, you can see, in all living and non-living entity is Nityananda. This we have to see. Nityananda is living in living and non-living entity, because inside he is sitting and inspiring us as a Chaitya Guru, and he gave me this vision to see that everything what is living is Nityananda, because Guru is living there. Nitay is living there. And non-living entity, also Nitay is there. So, we take care of living and non-living entities because of Nityananda. Antare Nitay, Bahare Nitay, and Jagat Maya also Nitay. Because Nityananda, 5 Tattva elements are there. Ishwar Tattva, Seva Tattva, Balram Tattva, brother of Krishna, Avadhut Tattva, Guru Tattva, and Anang Manjari Tattva. 5 Shaktis there. 5.
5.
Ishwar Tattva. Seva Tattva is also. We teach how to do service. Balram Tattva, brother of Krishna. And Avadhut Tattva, Guru Tattva, living in body, normal behavior, abnormal behavior.
Abnormal and normal.
Both he do. To bring anyway to the living entity for Radha and Krishna, for Gauranga. And Ananga Manjari also. Sister of Radhika is Ananga Manjari. So he is inside with this, any Seva Tattva is inside there, is Nityananda Mercy. Brother, everything he guides us for the goal to understand in our life.
He guides us in every way.
Everywhere.
Nagara Nitay, Nagari Nitay, Kataye Kaya.
Nagare Nitay.
He is the lover.
He is Nagar. Nagare Nitay means the city, the town we go, the houses is Nityananda. Everything what is in the non-living entity is also Nitya. The beds, chair, everything he take the form like a bed of Vishnu is Nityananda. Shesha. Kunja is Nityananda because Anang Manjirik change the form in the Kunja. Anytime. And Nagari, the human who lives in that city, is also Nityananda. Shakti is there.
Everyone says this. Kataye Kaya.
And the Kaya means the physical body, also Nitya.
Sadhana Nitay, Bhajana Nitay.
Sadhan, what we have in my life, or what we do the sadhana to reach for Radha and Krishna. That sadhan is also Nitai. And what we do bhajan is also Nitai's doing. Without grace of Gurudev, we cannot go in bhajan. By the grace of Gurudev, bhajan happen in our life. Before we are doing Nama Bhaj, but by the grace of Nityananda, really bhajan happen in our life. Sadhan and bhajan both are Nityananda.
Sadhana Nitay, Bhajana Nitay, Nitay, Nayanatara.
Nayanatara. Always we have to meditate from my eyes to Nityananda. Because he belongs every place. Sadhan and bhajan. What circumstances in my life is Nitai, mercy in my life. In these circumstances, how we can realize myself inside Chaitya Guru, he give realization to us. In these circumstances, you can do bhajan. You don't need to change the circumstances.
Dashadika Maya Nitay, Sundara Nitay.
Das Adhika means there are 10 sides. One is this, one is down, one is left, one is right.
10 directions.
10 directions. He is helping. All 10 directions. He is living in all 10 directions. He wants to guide us. Only for Chaitanya. Only for Radha and Krishna.
Dashadika Maya Nitay Sundara Nitay Bhuvana Bharam.
And he is the author in the Ananta Roop. He takes the all burden of us. All the responsibility he takes in his life. Bhuvan Bhara means to take the problem, solve the problem of all burdens in our life. So we have to believe in Nityananda. To our Gurudev, he comes in the form of Gurudev in our heart. He lives always in the heart as a Chaitya Guru.
Radhara Madhuri Ananga Manjari Nitai Nitu Se Seve.
Radhara Madhuri Ananga Manjari. Radha's sweetness is Ananga Manjari. And he is also stay in the form of Ananga Manjari. Here his service to give the sweetness in our life. He is loving, very loving, because he has Radhika's Madhuri, very kind, very merciful. You remember when Mahaprabhu became angry too, because he heard the Nityananda Jagai in Madhai. That time he hold a not called chakra, because this avatar of you is a prema avatar. You come to give love, and by changing, by giving by love, you want to change, because everyone is fallen in this Kali Yuga. So no call chakra. Give your mercy. This is his kindness, his merciful, his loving nature. Madhuri. We are full Madhuri.
And he eternally serves Srimat Radhika. Nitai Nitu Se Seve. Koti Shashadhara Vadana Sundara Sakha Sakhi Baladeve.
He becomes Sakha and Sakhi also. When he is with Krishna, he is a Balram. He dressed like blue color, but inside he color blue, because Krishna color is blue. His every activity is only to please Krishna, to bring all living entity to Krishna. And in the form of Ananga Manjari, he also wants to serve to Radhika as a gopis, the Sakhis, Kinkiris, in form of Ananga Manjari.
Radhara Bhagini Syama Sohagini Savasaki Gan Prana.
Sohagani means, what it means?
The sister of Radharani, Ananga.
She is the sister of Radharani. And always Sohagani. Always she feels that Krishna is always with him. Sohagani. He never feels separation from Krishna. You see the Gurudev, this qualities are there. Nityananda. He is always Sohagani, always living with his husband. Because she is the sister of Radhika in Anang Manjari form.
Janghara labari mandapa sadhyani Srimani Mandira Nama.
English?
She decorates the arena of the temple named Mani Mandira. Janghara labari mandapa sajani Srimani Mandira Nama. Nitay Sundara Yoga Pita Dhare Ratna Singhasana Seje.
And in Yoga Pit, Nityananda is holding Singhasana. Yoga Pit is the place where to meditate. Srivasangan is our Yoga Pit. And Gauri Lila. So in that Yoga Pit, she's there, he's there. He present always in the form of Yoga Pit. That is English.
Nitay sustains, upholds the yoga pit and becomes a throne for the Lord to rest on.
But
Singhasana,
that Singhasana,
Ratna Singhasana,
Jewel Singhasana,
Seja. Vasana Nitay, Bhushana Nitay, Vilase Sakira Majhe.
Vasana Nitay. Vasana means the what pots, cooking pots is Nityananda. Basan, clothes are Nityananda. What you is teaching, what you are making for Radha Mohan, all these are Nitay. Bhushan, the jewelries are Nityananda. Basan and Bhushan, everything is Nityananda. He only serves to the Lord. And he serves to the human being also. Because he sees Lord in every place. Radha and Krishna he sees in all living entities. So his vision, he always looking to his Radha and Krishna, Chaitanya, in all living entities. So he helping in sadhana and bhajan also. Only by remembering to him, our all bhajan and sadhana become favorable. Remembering him, Gurudev, is the same. Because in the Guru form, Guru is the expansion of Nityananda.
Ki kahiba ara nitai sabara anki mukha sava angam.
English.
What more can I say? Nitai is the eyes, mouth, and limbs of everyone.
Eyes, mouth, and lip, my all senses, all my spiritual body is Nityananda. When we feel like this, my all material thing become conscious. When we forget his glorification, his thinking, then this senses, this mind, this all physical, my body, start acting without Nitai. Material. If I see my eyes, Nitai, my mouth, my senses, all is Nitai. My body is Nitai, my mind is Nitai. All will change, become pure. It will become pure. This is the grace of Gurudev. He gives us mercy, and Nityananda gives mercy in our life to open my divine vision, to understand him. Sadhan, this is our sadhan. This body is my sadhana's place. Sadhak, we say sadhak. And when we see in every circumstances to Nitai, it becomes purity comes to our life. We see many things, not Nitai. We are suffering, we become sick because our foolishness covered my mind not to see Nitai. Only we have to see Nitai. My eyes have to see Nitai. My ear has to listen Nitai. My activity should be only for that. Always, every place is.
Nitai, 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 Nitai.
Nitai, 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 Nitai.
Nutara Ranga. Nitai Nutara Ranga. I see only Nitai dancing.
I only see Nitai. Every place I have to see Nitai dancing. Read English.
Nitay, 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 Nitay. I see only Nitay dancing.
Ah. All English read.
Next.
All more?
Finish.
There's 2 more lines. Should I read next? Bengali line.
Yeah.
Nitay balia dubahu
Tulia. Dubahu tulia. Nitay bolia. Dubahu tulia.
raising my hands and chanting Nitay. Chaliba Vradyera Pure. I will go to Vraj. Nitay Palia Dubahu Tulia Chaliba Vradyera Pure.
When Nityanand will help us, my only one desire will happen in my mind, in my body. We have to go where Radha and Krishna is living. Nitai Karuna Have Bhaje Radha Krishna Pai. Without the mercy of Nityanand, you cannot understand in Braja Radha Krishna.
Dasa Vrindavana Ei Nivedana Nitayna Chadomore.
Oh Nitai, don't leave me. If I want to confuse myself in material things, remind me, oh Gurudev, give mercy of you, catch me, and keep always this consciousness that you are there. In the form of your picture, you exist. In form of all circumstances, you are there. You are watching me. You are protecting me. In my all senses, you are living. In my body, in my mind, you are working. Every place, non-living entity. I am thinking only for living entity. But I see Nityanand is living, even living and non-living entity. That is the beautiful. How mercy is there? How much mercy is there? So any living entity is also merciful in my life. If I start looking, Nitai, mercy is there. This hand is to serve. This feet is to walk, to go for parikrama, and to do some seva. This eye is to work for Radha and Krishna. This ear to listen his Harikatha. This mind to think for that, to realize for that. This body is Nitai. Nitai worked only Radha Krishna, Chaitanya, Gauranga. He is plowing my stone earth to making softer, because he took hal. Hal is a plow. Halada. In the form of halda, first he plow and put the seed of prema, because he has only prema. In Anangamanjari, she is sister of Radhika.
from beginning. Nitay is within and without. He's everywhere within this world. He's the lover and he's the sweetheart. Nagari.
He's lover and sweetheart.
Everyone says this. Nitay is my regulative principles. Sadhana. My object of worship. Bhajana Nitay. And the light of my eyes. Nitay Nayana Tara. Nitay is all 10 directions. Dasadikamaya. Nitay. In fact, he fills all the 3 worlds. Nitay is Ananga Manjari, eternally served. Nitay as Ananga Manjari eternally serves Srimati Radhika.
Anang Manjari means sister. So he gave prem. She always gives prem.
He is non-different from Baladev, whose beautiful face resembles millions of moons, and who is surrounded by Sakas and Sakis. The sister of Radharani, Ananga Manjari, is very dear to Sri Shyam, and she is the life and soul of all the Sakis.
And she's Anang Manjari. She's Anang Manjari.
She decorates the arena of the temple named Mani Mandira.
If the devotees decorate the temple, that time Nityanand is working inside that devotee.
Mm-hmm.
Because he decorates. We cannot decorate anything. With a Nitay Shakti, I have to see Nityananda how much mercy he gives idea to how to make it beautiful. Who is not conscious, he is suffering. He is physically sick because of that. Because he is not connected with Nitay. Feel that Nityananda is working inside. He thinks, I am doing. We are doing nothing. It's all His grace is happening in my life.
Nitay sustains the yoga pit. It becomes a throne for the Lord to rest on. Nitay Sundara Yoga Pitta Dare Ratna Singhasana Seje.
Read English.
Nitay sustains the yoga pit and becomes a throne for the Lord to rest on.
The resting place of Priya and Pritam, Radha Mohan, is Nityananda. Even our resting place is also Nityananda. So we are resting on the bed, is also in the lap of Nityananda. We give the place for resting. You become pot for cooking. You become clothes for dressing. You become grain to eat. You become grain to serve to Lord. In every circumstances, He never leave, but we never think for Him. What is my meaning? If you think that every place is Nitay, you are very protected in your life. Only you have to fix the mind. Yesterday Panditji is telling, your manosthiti, mind, chittavritti has to fix one pointed.
Pandit in Shyamdas ashram.
No, he comes always here.
He comes here also.
Mind to fix. That is the mercy of Nitay. That he is in all circumstances, and by grace of Nitay, we move for the Radha and Krishna. When we fix this way mind, my life changed. That I like this poem. You can elaborate very deep meaning also. This is beautiful song of Vrindavan Das Thakur. Thank you. Radhe Radhe Go